SpaSoft by Springer Miller Systems is a complete spa management system used by many of the world's 4 and 5-star spas. SpaSoft has everything your spa needs to streamline your operations, drive additional revenue, and empower your staff to provide impeccable guest service.
Hi, welcome to SpaCast by Spa and Wellness MexiCaribe. This is Sarah Jones speaking. And today I'm talking with Theresa Hamberger of SpaSoft, and we're talking about the benefit of spa management software. Theresa is the Director of Sales for Spa at Springer Miller Systems. She began her career with Springer Miller Systems over 13 years ago, right out of college. Starting as a trainer on Springer Miller's PMS SMS host, she grew throughout the company and has been the Director of Sales for SpaSoft since January 2019. Welcome to SpaCast, Theresa. How are you today?
Thank you, Sarah. I'm excellent. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So, the benefits of spa management software, as we know, this can revolutionize how the spa is run and can really have a positive effect on the business and the revenue and the bottom line. So let's talk a little bit about the system that you have and what challenges that spas face can SpaSoft help to overcome?
Well, I think there's quite a few, but I'll give you my top three. First and foremost is availability. I think that spas have the most complex availability that you will find in hospitality or really any industry. We have to keep track of a room or a resource. We have to keep track of our providers, and those providers have to be qualified to perform the particular service that they're booking. To throw one more aspect into it, a lot of spas are tracking things like hot stones, facial machines that we would consider equipment. So, of course, we're constantly cross-checking all of those before you can even make an appointment into the system. When you're doing this by paper, it can be very tedious, and some systems, believe it or not, don't track all of those. We also are very efficient when it comes to booking large groups. I've talked to so many spas that really struggle and spend hours upon hours when booking large groups. And SpaSoft has really found a way to make it quick, easy to do, and really to remove the room for human error. And then finally, I think one of the biggest benefits is online booking. We know that the spa industry is a little behind the rest of hospitality when it comes to online booking. And we have incorporated our online booking engine into our solution, which allows spas to have a 24/7 booking window, and they don't have to take their front desk or concierge's day and time up to make all these appointments. And really, I think it's the preferred booking method that we find today.
I would agree there, yes. And I remember the time when we used to use paper booking sheets in spa management from many years ago during my time in spa management. And definitely it was challenging. So having a system that takes all of this into account is certainly important for any spa these days. And the online booking is definitely what clients are looking for. So what makes SpaSoft a unique platform for spa and wellness businesses?
Well, SpaSoft has been around a very, very long time, over 30 years. And when it started, it began from the bottom up as a spa booking system, not as an activity booking system. So the core of the system is very flexible to be able to meet the needs of many different types of spa, whether it's a larger spa, smaller spa, resort spa, urban spa. And one of those features I think that is so important is our detailed guest history. So when you look at a guest, you can actually tell every single service that they've booked at the spa, every retail item that they've purchased, and if you have a membership offering, every time they've come in to use the facilities.
Fantastic. So it can really tailor the service for that guest.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So talk us through some of SpaSoft's features that some of the spa managers may not be aware of.
This is something that we work so hard to educate our clients on because SpaSoft does so much. So again, I narrowed this down to my top three. The first one, and I think one of the most important tools you need to look for in a spa management system, are our yield management tools. So, of course, you can define the price for a service, but you may need to fluctuate that price based on demand and a number of different reasons as well. So, with SpaSoft, you can have weekday versus weekend pricing. You can turn off lower yielding services during your busy time so that you're making the most revenue possible. We also offer Delta time and Delta price. And this is another great way to do a little bit of revenue management. So, Delta time allows you to add additional time for certain providers. For example, you have a more junior provider who needs a little bit more time either to clean up or to perform the service correctly. You can add that so that the system will automatically book that extra time. It's really invaluable, again, just to leave that room for human error out of it. We also offer Delta price. So on the other end of the spectrum, if you have a provider who is quite experienced and they are requested quite often, you may charge a little more for the services, for them to conduct the services. So again, you can populate it in the system. No one has to remember it. The system will simply calculate that automatically for you. And then finally is our reports. SpaSoft offers over 350 reports that are, again, geared specifically towards spas. Some spas do use SpaSoft for activities, so they are flexible that way. But really, any kind of information you're trying to get out of your system, is what I am doing working? You're going to be able to pull that out of your SpaSoft reports.
Excellent. And that's so important for spa managers to track what they're doing and what's successful and how they can improve. So really reporting is one of the most important parts of any management software, I believe.
Absolutely.
And what types of spa and wellness operations is SpaSoft the best fit for?
SpaSoft fits the best in those busy, mid to larger size spas because it can manage so many different aspects of the business and it is so flexible. And spas with a lot of group business are an ideal fit for SpaSoft.
Excellent, because of that facility of booking the groups. Yes. I mean, when you remove human error from these difficult, complex scheduling arrangements, then that only leads to a smoother operation and more revenue in the end.
And it literally saves hours.
I can imagine, yes. Okay, so Theresa, you've been with SpaSoft so much of your career. Tell us, what has been your biggest aha moment within your career?
Quite honestly, I think, sitting in a meeting, I could even picture it just sitting here, going through a large meeting with a very large corporate client, realizing I am the subject matter expert when it comes to the spa and how to run the business. I've seen so many different setups that I think sometimes you're just going through your daily life. You don't even realize, wow, the amount of knowledge I have is just tremendous. And it's not only helped me, but really encouraged me to mentor my team and to mentor people outside of my team.
Fantastic. That's definitely a great resource for any company to have, someone with all the expertise. And what is your favorite spa treatment?
I would say a nice deep tissue massage. The longer, the better. I want at least 90 minutes on the table to let that experienced therapist work through all the knots.
Definitely, the knots that we all have. And what is your advice for your younger self?
When I think back, I would definitely tell myself to worry less. The money will come, the career will come, the positions will come. Just enjoy your company and your colleagues and your life and your time outside of work because you have your whole life to work.
Great advice. If we could only all tell our younger selves to worry less.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about one of your daily wellness rituals.
I am very dedicated to my skincare routine. I started it a few years ago, close to 10 years ago now, when I think back on it. But just this is why I love iSpa, going to iSpa as well, because you get to try so many new products. But I am very dedicated now to my vitamin C, to my moisturizer, to my night cream at night. I really just never miss it. It helps me. It's a good routine for me to get into my day, to start my day.
Very important for everyone, the skincare ritual. And having met you, I know you have very beautiful skin. So it's
Thank you.
And with credit to Sheryl Sandberg for this question, what would you do if you weren't afraid?
I have to think about this one a little bit. And I think that if I had no qualms about it, I would travel 100% of the time and support myself by being a travel writer. Just get to see the entire world and experience it.
Wow, that's an amazing idea. And people do that, so you never know.
You never know. It's definitely on my bucket list.
Fantastic. Well, when you do that, then make sure to let me know where to follow your stories.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for talking to us about SpaSoft and the benefits of this comprehensive spa management software. I'm sure it's something that spa leaders across the region will benefit from knowing.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Signing off from SpaCast by Spa and Wellness MexiCaribe. Thank you for listening.
SpaSoft by Springer Miller Systems is a complete spa management system used by many of the world's 4 and 5-star spas. SpaSoft has everything your spa needs to streamline your operations, drive additional revenue, and empower your staff to provide impeccable guest service.